Greetings everyone, and Grat here with another Advanced Wars Daisy Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Spawn on the north side is the red Grat, who got average __ Joe. Spawn on the south side is the black Tabitha, we got Matemon. Grat is of course a custom seal, 50 boarding cost, 0 radius, 20, 50, 50. Basically a good counterpart to Tabitha, which I should have talked about her first. All units in the CO zone gets +10/+10. All units in the CO zone who start their turn actions inside the CO zone, including direct ones, get +1 maximum range. And for superpower, it does apply all that global, but +2 max range for all units. Tabitha is unchanged for the cartridge counterpart, has standard boarding cost, 0 radius as well, 30, 60, 60. And of course, all units in the CO zone has a staggering +60, +60. And of course, for superpower, summons a Stern Meteor, and I believe it does follow the same 3 random patterns as well. These two COs with the CO zone are quite comparable, but even though Tabitha has more energy requirement for her CO zone and power charge, it is easier for her to get that power charge. Why? Because she can reliably one-shot everything. Grat cannot reliably one-shot stuff. +10/+10 is actually not that significant. That's one reason why I recommend players to load, perhaps I'd load her Grat into an anti-air, which anti-airs are pretty reliable taking out infantry units there. Get 2 kills for the increased expansion, and then she can start really, once she gets her +1 COs, and that's when she actually becomes actually from mid-range to actually an excellent CO, able to push multiple units forward to get +1 range. In short, both these COs have their own little pattern. For Grat, I see a lot of players load her on the tank, which I disagree. Get enough damage, get +1 CO zone, then they should just start trying to push units forward and the +1 max range. Don't really worry about trying to get the superpower, in my opinion, for her. But I just say get that +1 CO zone, that's when she becomes lethal. Tabitha, on the other hand, of course, she goes from a duelist/assassin initially, then she becomes a wall break with a +1 CO zone, making it so she can just smash the front lines, and to end the game, she summons Stern's Meteor and make this +60 global. Her CO's power is a winning condition, however, not using it is also highly devastating. This map is a 3 base map, 1 airport, 2 seaports. This map does offer a significant amount of properties. There's also a pair of comm towers in the corners. It's generally, they are contestable, but they're also more favorable for one side than the other side with the free gunboat drop-off. Grat could be eyeing to get her CO or comm tower quicker to get her CO to help out a CO unit. Tabitha's CO unit does not need the support of a comm tower. But yeah, that's sort of my opinion how the difference between the COs. Tabitha is excellent as always. This map does offer some neutral temporary seaports on the map, so Greyfield could perhaps use them. Infantry? 4,000 funds, so possible bike? No, got 3 bases there, so probably triple infantry. So she could always do base skip for bike. Oh yeah, 4,000. I always forget the fact that infantry costs 1,500 in Daisy Ruin. So you have to go for a base skip because you can't afford 3 infantry. Tabitha now has 7,000 income, or 7,000 funds. She could eye for a tank double base skip. That's probably not a good idea, so it's probably going to be bike. Oh, infantry recon. Nope, looks like she's going to reconnoiter the area. Grat's starting to capture the comm tower down south. Tabitha could start eyeing it, but she may be eyeing for this comm tower here. And we've got a recon now by Grat as well. Bike, infantry. Tabitha loads herself up into a recon. I have no idea how effective that will be. How much damage does a Tabitha recon do to an infantry squad? If she's going for this sort of play, she may be trying to go for a fast CO power? Not so sure. This is definitely going to be interesting. Usually a tank is by default for Tabitha for good reasons. The recon is playing it cheap. This is a triple base map, and since both players have a gunboat here, it's more likely to have a whole bunch of infantry here, so I think Tabitha's going to try to rush a superpower. If that's even a thing. Because I think that's a thing this game. And do have another tank deployed in field, seals it with Grat does load our CO unit into the tank there. Like I said, I disagree with that. Artillery, infantry. Both sides have their comm tower. She can make an estimate where her opponent's infantry is based on where her infantry is. Like, alright, it's probably safe enough to push the recon right there. Though this infantry unit will not get spotted. Lots of projects being captured. Recons. Tabitha's going quite heavy with recons. Not so sure about this. And her CO recon is not being aggressive enough, I would say. If she loads her CO unit into a recon, she's got to be super aggressive, right? But she's not. Flare, tank. Flares are disturbingly effective in combat, and of course always quite nice for their flare effect. Tabitha's playing this game relatively weird, I'm going to just say that. Excuse me. Tank should be able to range that infantry unit there. Decides not to engage it. Anti-air infantry, battlecopter infantry. Artillery heading up north. Anti-air, battlecopter, bike, and mech. Oh, we got a bomber by Grat. Was not expecting that. The money is coming on in. 26,000 to 25,000. This map has a lot of funds. Okay, Tabitha can reliably one-shot infantry that's on top of a force. Force in Days of Ruin have 3 defense stars rather than 2. So Tabitha's recon is still firing, well, at this point, autocannon shots, not necessarily machine gun. Tank, battlecopter, bike. Does get trapped there. Grat does get shot there. It's 8 MG only. And there's a lot of targets up here, but Tabitha will need 2 more kills before she gets +1 CO zone. Deletes the unit there to prevent the power charge. And the bomber's being brought on in to hit that command recon. But the thing is, well, should go in, keep the other recons somewhat safe, and merge them later. I understand deleting the infantry unit there. You do not want Tabitha to get her CO charge. Wonder what Tabitha's going to do with that recon. That spot a whole lot of infantry there for Tabitha to clean up. Of course, the bomber's lurking around. Does go for the bait there and sees the bomber. How big this bomber was a Tabitha recon? I have no idea. Half damage. That's... Tabitha's recon does go down. Understandable. We do... Tabitha Dusters are actually pretty lethal as well. I've played the campaign before. Tabitha Dusters are lethal. You may see a Tabitha Duster, a campaign level move. Because it's that one mission between Tabitha and Tasha that you get to fear Tabitha Dusters. Got Duster up north. What was he a Tabitha Duster? Delete's gunboat. She's going to seal the tank next turn. She's not going to be sealing the Duster. Tank, anti-air, artillery, and another battlecopter. Interrupts the capture there. Tabitha does have both comm powers captured at the moment, which means she has +10/+10 global. Anti-air, artillery, battlecopter. And she has also, Grat has a lander. Bomber creeps his way forward to have anti-air in this region. Duster is on intercept course. Grat's pretty close to +1 CO zone, which is very important. CO the tank. Anti-air takes the battlecopter. Of course, that was also a bit of bait. Taking out the anti-airs right now, sure, it is worse off to lose a battlecopter to an anti-air, but it allows you to take out the anti-airs and keep the bomber nice and safe. So I think sacking the battlecopter was a good play. Good for Tabitha, better for Grat. Because with more air superiority, the bomber can just reign supreme. She does load up that tank there with the CO unit. Battlecopter, anti-air, mech, and recon. Does hit the infantry there. Bomber creep his way forward. I'm trying to flip that comm tower back around. Does spot the Duster here. Anti-air advancing slowly. There's a machine gun around this meteorite, you monster. Anti-air battle and artillery push forward by the lander. Battlecopter there. And right now, Grat is lacking stuff up north, just has mostly just infantry and some other sporadic units. Tank, infantry, tank. Tabitha's tank does not get a one shot there. Does interrupt the capture though. Blair did fire up north, spotting a whole bunch of infantry. But honestly, Tabitha doesn't have too much up north as well. Mostly just infantry, couple mechs, and flare and artillery. So both sides taking a bit more defense posture. Got our rocket now deployed in the field. But the front lines have smashed into each other down south. The bomber could strike a target. Doesn't be worried about anti-air and duster. Well, with our cast division, I only see the single anti-air and the single duster. More anti-airs following it up, but they're a little bit out of range at the moment. And we also got Grat's command tank as channel 25 fuel, so nothing too much left. Tank battlecopter. There's another set of rounds into the meteorite. Looks like this last city is despicably neutral, but will be flipped now. Decent damage there. Grat does have +1 CO zone. Good damage there for Tabitha. There's not that unit there. Grat, no, does not capture the despicably neutral property. And immediately takes up Grat's. I hit my microphone pretty badly there. Immediately takes up Grat's command tank, knowing the threat of it when it goes +1 CO zone. Air units and lurking behind. The battlecopter front will likely be struck. Lander, anti-air, and tank. And, oh, looks like Grat decides to surrender there, losing her CO unit. This is Grat saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.